Have you ever felt your chest tighten right before something that actually mattered? Your hands go cold, your thoughts start racing, and some part of you just wants to disappear into the floor? I used to feel that way constantly, like fear wasn't just a feeling, it was a verdict, telling me I wasn't ready, that I should wait, that I should sit this one out. Here's the thing. Soldiers feel that exact same thing. Every single one. The ones who walk into genuinely dangerous situations. The ones we call brave. They are not calm. Their heart rate spikes. Their hands shake. Their mouth goes dry. Fear doesn't skip trained people. It just gets managed differently. And that difference is something you can actually learn. Most of us grew up with this idea that courage means the absence of fear. That brave people just don't feel it the way we do. That's not true, and honestly, it's a pretty unhelpful myth, because it sets you up to think something is wrong with you the moment your palms get sweaty. But here's the good news. Fear isn't the problem. Your relationship with fear is the problem. So what actually works? Militaries have spent decades studying this, not because they wanted soldiers to stop being afraid, but because fear was never really the enemy. Paralysis was. So let's break down what they actually do differently, because none of it requires a uniform. The first thing is rehearsal. Soldiers drill the same actions over and over until the actions themselves stop needing conscious thought. Not because repetition makes the danger less real, but because it moves the response out of the part of your brain that panics and into the part that just knows what to do next. Here's where it gets useful for you. You don't need combat drills. You need reps on your own hard thing. Public speaking, a difficult conversation, a big decision. Rehearse it. Say it out loud in the shower. Walk through the steps in your head before you're standing in the middle of it. The goal isn't to eliminate the fear response. The goal is to make sure fear doesn't get the only vote. The second thing is breath control, and I know that sounds almost too simple to matter. But stick with me. Combat instructors teach something called box breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. It sounds small. It's not. Your breath is one of the only things connected to your fear response that you can consciously control. When your breathing slows down, your nervous system gets a signal that says, "We're not actually dying right now." And that signal is powerful enough to pull you out of a full-blown panic spiral and back into a state where you can actually think. Third, and this one nobody really talks about enough, is the reframe from "I am scared" to "I am ready." Not ready like you have zero doubts. Ready like you've done the preparation. And now, it's just time to move. Soldiers don't wait to feel brave before they act. They act. And the feeling of being brave shows up somewhere in the middle of doing the thing, not before it. That order matters. You've probably been waiting for the fear to leave first before you try anything. It's not going to. It's going to walk in right beside you the whole time. And that's fine. That's actually normal. Fourth is something the military calls small unit trust. Nobody does hard things completely alone. Not even soldiers who look like lone wolves in every movie. They have a team. They have someone next to them who they've trained with, who knows what they know. And that changes fear completely, because shared fear is lighter than solo fear. So find your version of that. A friend who's also trying to get better. A mentor. Someone who knows what you're working through. You don't need an army. You need one person in your corner who isn't going to let you quietly disappear back into old habits. And here's where it gets weird. But stay with me. The goal was never to make the fear go away. Fear is data. It tells you something matters. If you felt absolutely nothing before a big moment, that would actually be more concerning, not less. So stop treating fear as proof that you're not cut out for something. Start treating it as proof that you actually care about the outcome. I used to think I had to fix myself before I could do hard things. Turns out that was backwards the whole time. You do the hard things scared. You breathe through it. You rehearse until your body knows the steps even when your mind is loud. You bring someone with you when you can. And slowly, the fear stops running the show, even though it never fully leaves the room. So breathe before you speak. Rehearse before you leap. Bring someone with you when you can. You didn't get rid of the fear. You just stopped needing it to leave first.